Let's level T3 M4 up a little bit. He got upgrade class 2. That allows him to use, I think it allows him to use upgrades of class 2. And we're not going with demolitions. We're just going with these, and then we're going to start to be able to get the demolitions up in the future. And that's the level up, unfortunately. Not too much. So, yeah, what I'm thinking is... You see what I mean? Ranged behavior. Prefers ranged weapons. Switch to melee if opponent's close. Yeah, do you need to click that? I wonder. Oh. Character using the aggressive behavior will attack any enemy. What? I don't understand.
I hear you.
But they kept their ranged behavior now.
Say the word.
I think I need to click on it. That's why we didn't. It didn't get marked. Got some mines. Those are easy. Hopefully. Yes, we're recovering them. Finally. I mean, after all the investment in that, somebody's showing up. Okay, you need to... Oh, you can't even see the next mine.
Just say the...
The word is recover that mine over there, please. He stays there as well. That's good. I don't think he did it. I think it's too low skill level. I think he did it. We're gonna do it. Let's get some energy resistance here. Good. You, sir, please die. Are you guys gonna... Did you kill him? There we go. Fantastic.
I hear you.
It's working a lot better now that I have them on ranged. Okay, that was a save. Didn't like that. And there's more mines. Good. Just a lot of junk that I'm making. That's right. I'm like, this is basically littering the amount of enemies I kill, and they just lay around. Well, robotic enemies anyway. Decontamination console main control commands. Warning, decontamination system active. And I can destroy the console to open the decontamination door. But I do not need that because we have our little friend over here. He can do all these things for a lot cheaper. We're going to go with computer spikes for once. Main console bypassed. Decontamination system accessed. Access remote cameras control. Decontamination chamber. Let's attempt to shut down the decontamination system. It works. Open the decontamination chamber. Okay, not ideal because of the items lost.
I hear you.
But it isn't bad at all either because, yeah, we haven't been using computer spikes for a while, and our little T3 has as much computer skill as we possibly can have. So we have the Ebonhawk as well. I think there's some robots underneath. That's a robot over there. We got repair kit. Yeah, just hoarding those items. Lovely. There's definitely a lot of enemies. No, there's not. I thought I saw some, but I didn't. Over there. I don't even know if that is an enemy over there. It might not be. Because we got a broken droid over here. With a droid-optimized interface. Wait, what? Is that what I think it is? Oh, that's what that is. Computer use. Oh, regenerate. Oh, that's a self-sustaining unit. That's for self-heal. Yeah, so that's extra computer use. And we have computer use for days, actually. Fantastic. Love it. Let's get some upgrades here, because that defense bonus is a lot better. And we have a shield over here that, of course, we need to use when in need of things. When in need of things? I'm very good at words. So the mining lasers, some of them are upgradable. Not all mining lasers are made the same. That is really weird. Some have 1d7, and others have 1d8. Some are upgradable, some are not, and it's not related to that. You can have one of my 1d8 is not upgradable. Enhanced energy cell. I don't know what that is for. Might be for laser rifles and the like. Yes, it is an enemy, as it turns out. So modular plating Mark 1. That's fine. Nothing else. Hey. What are we gonna do? Miss? No, we hit. Pa-chow, pa-chow. He's not even doing anything from there, is he? The AI is unbelievable. Unbelievable. I never really had a lot of good experience with the AI in the first game, but here we are. This is the loading ramp of the Ebonhawk. Once aboard, you'll be leaving the mining facility for good. Yes.
Quick! We're gonna need some time to fire up the engines. Let's give the laser turret a workout.
Oh. The, Am I Oh, I don't know where I'm defending here. Is it like a tower defense thing? I think it might be. Oh my god! Oh my god, the rotation speed is atrocious. Butt shots. I don't know where they're going, but we're defending. But yeah, you guys, if you go too close to the weapon, you basically get shot no matter what, because you just become such an enormous target.
All right, let's get out of here.
It's a good thing my mouse allows me to change the sensitivity. Otherwise, that game would be really difficult. Kreia is here. Kreia, your hand. What happened?
There is no time. We must leave.
So the Harbinger is the whole thing.
If they hit us, we're dead. But if they keep missing us, we're dead. It's great odds. Somebody shut that trash compactor up.
Isn't there anything you can do?
I'm doing all I can, and that's not enough. What'd you do to make these guys so mad? Well, either they hit us and destroy us, or they hit an asteroid and make the whole field go nova.
Can we jump to hyperspace?
Not with all these asteroids around us. We'd enter hyperspace in pieces. We have to clear that field first. Thing is, we clear the field and they're gonna have a clear shot at us.
Fire on the asteroids. Maybe the explosions will destroy them.
That'll take out the whole field, the colony, and maybe us. We might not even be able to jump to hyperspace in time.
Then we die here. Choose now.
So we are supposed to destroy the facility. There's got to be another way. Keep evading them until we clear the field. We'll try to jump to hyperspace. And we'll try to jump to hyperspace.
Hold on. This is gonna get a little rocky.
We got this.
Well, now that we just killed a planet, maybe one of you can tell me what's going on. Because between assassin droids, a Sith Lord that looks like he sleeps with vibroblades, and being target practice for a Republic warship, I was better off in my cell.
The Republic warship was the Harbinger. It was seized on its way to Telos by the Sith. They sought you, Jedi.
Why are these Sith looking for me?
Because you are the last of the Jedi. Once you are dead, then they have won.
I'm not a Jedi, not any longer.
Whatever lies you tell yourself are of no consequence. The Sith believe you to be a Jedi Knight, and that is all that matters.
But last of the Jedi, that can't be true.
The Jedi Civil War destroyed the Jedi. By the war's end, barely 100 Jedi remained. Many fell in battle, and many more were seduced by Revan's teachings.
What about the Jedi on Dantooine and Coruscant?
The Jedi Academy on Dantooine is nothing more than a crater that echoes with the ghosts of dead Jedi. And the Jedi Temple on Coruscant lies empty. The waters in the Room of 1,000 Fountains have fallen still in reverence to the fallen Jedi and those now lost. Many Jedi blamed the teachings of the Jedi Masters for Revan's fall and the civil war that followed.
Yeah, I can believe that. The Jedi are dead, gone, and good riddance.
Perhaps, but they are Jedi no longer. If the Sith have not already slain them, then they will not help you, nor can you help them.
Before, you said the Harbinger was on its way to Telos?
Yes, to aid in the recovery effort there. Many roads lead to Telos, including ours.
Not like we have much of a choice, the Paragus astrogation charts being what they are.
It is where we must go, and where the Harbinger was bound before our unfortunate encounter on Paragus.
How did you know I was on board of the Harbinger?
You were difficult to find, but coincidence was on our side. When I learned that you were on the vessel, I knew the Sith would not be far behind. When we intercepted the Harbinger, it was crippled, drifting in space. It was a simple matter to board the vessel and rescue you. Unknown to me, however, the Sith were already on board. Just as we made the jump to hyperspace, they fired upon us, nearly destroying the Ebon Hawk.
How come I don't remember any of this?
Whatever occurred on board the Harbinger had rendered you unconscious. Though your thoughts were faint, I was still able to find you, sealed in one of the cargo holds.
That's an unusual set of coincidences.
True. But as one trained in the Force, you know that true coincidences are rare.
How did we get to Paragus?
I do not know how the Ebon Hawk was able to make it to Be silent. We're having a conversation here.
He says he repaired the ship and got us to Paragus. Yes, he did, in the best prologue of any game ever.
Repaired this ship, my eye. Next thing you know, it's gonna claim credit for saving our skins. If that little noisemaker says it repaired the ship once, then it can prove it by doing it again. Go on, get!
Well, we got away from the Sith. Now, how do we stop them?
That is not an easy question to answer. This threat is greater than you know, and I do not believe it is a battle that can be fought.
So what do you think we should do?
Look, enough with the we already.
We cannot hope to triumph against them alone. To stop them, you will need weapons, allies, and a teacher. In the end, I fear it may not be enough.
What do you mean?
You fought in the Mandalorian Wars, and it cost you everything. Are you willing to sacrifice as much again?
This is self-defense, not war.
You are not listening to me. This is not like any field of battle you have ever fought in. Think carefully on your choice. If you choose to fight, if you choose war, it is a path few turn from once the first steps are taken. It carries with it a terrible price. And in the end, you may find you have nothing left to sacrifice.
If I do not try, then we have lost anyway.
Like so many Jedi, you hear, but you do not listen. You have much to learn, but we have spoken long enough, and my wound pains me. If you have other questions, find me in the crew quarters. There we will speak more.
Hey, don't stop your long, boring rants on my account. I was just getting sleepy-eyed.
Also in private, we will be mercifully free from the opinions of imbeciles and fools.
Look, not like I care or anything, but you might want to go check on our passenger, especially with that hand of hers.
Oh, yeah, Yeah, you're right. She may need help. Can you handle things up here?
We're on autopilot until we hit Telos. Until then, a droid could fly this thing. Besides, I think our passenger could use your help.
Yes, a droid is flying this thing. It's the autopilot. It's just not... Anyway, it's imbued. What makes you say that?
I think she was barely keeping it together. I'm surprised she's able to stand with all that pain rolling off of her.
What are you talking about? No, actually, I think he knows something we can't. She didn't seem in pain to me.
Are you blind? If I were her, I'd be screaming like a stuck Minoc. Well, I mean a very strong, manly Minoc. I think she's just too proud to show any weakness. Especially in front of you.
That's odd.
In case you hadn't noticed, she won't say 2 words to me, but she'll talk your ear off any chance she gets. What you think matters to her. A lot. She wants you to respect her. Besides, we haven't got much else to do until Telos.
I'll go see her then, if only to pass the time. And we got all the points. I'm not really sure how we got dark side and light side and all that, but I mean, net light side oh, it mixes. So I'm drifting towards light side, which is not ideal because I don't like it. But when I have chats with my companions, I need to basically butter up to them rather than anything else. So yeah, attributes. Oh, we got another attribute. That means wisdom can get up there. Fantastic. Skills. That's not very non-eventful. And powers now. Let's go with Force Scream. This power creates a wave of sound that does 3d6 points of sonic damage and reduces attributes by 2 points to all enemies within 10 meters in front of the attacking character for 30 seconds. And a successful will save versus DC 10 modifies or reduces the damage by half and negates the attribute penalties, which is perfectly fine because the attribute penalties are just basically -1 point, effectively, because it's -2. So you get -1 over here. And that's it for the level up. And we're going through a tunnel.
Look, not like I care or anything, but you might want to go check on our passenger, especially with that hand of hers.
I'll go check on her then. So he's not going to say anything new. We got the galaxy map over here. And of course, we're back on the Ebonhawk. The T3 M4 is going around. We got the security system. Wait, this is cameras. Cool. Well, that's us. The T3's M4 is going around. I think. Nobody in medical bay. Port dormitory. She's just hanging out. Wait a minute. What? How do we have the robot here? I assume that's HK-47 from the first game, because I think that's what we saw come out of this. Right? This looks like the remains of an HK unit, but older and more corroded than the one you encountered in Paragus. Its core power still carries a charge, but a number of critical parts appear to be missing. And I can't diagnose the robot because I'm bad at repair. Oh, hi! It looks as if the droid is missing 4 critical components. Its droid processor, a replacement droid chassis, the control cluster that's supposed to be stored in the chassis, and its vocabulator. Take the vocabulator and insert it into the core. You have installed the droid's vocabulator. Well, I did something then. Because we got the vocabulator before. From the HK unit that we killed. So it's going to say the same things. It's going to talk the same way. And that's why I was confused about if the unit that we killed was HK-47. Or not, but yeah. Ah, it's good to be back here in the Ebonhawk. It feels a little bit bigger. It feels like they They made our characters a little bit smaller. And we got a workbench over here. And of course we have Kreia. Let's let them have the inventory that they have. I was gonna remove Kreia's inventory. Oh, look at that scaffolding on that engine. Because the engine is bust. It's still working though, so... I mean, the ship itself. Nobody around here. This is where in the first game, this particular hold is where in the first game Let's save the game. I don't want to destroy whatever's in there. It might be impossible. It isn't. So we broke an item. We're never going to be able to open this anyway. But yeah, in the first game, we're never going to be able, because when we're inside, we never control anybody else. In the first game, that hold gets a passenger. And Kreia is over here. Gets a passenger, gets some animals every once in a while. Kreia.
Have you come for more answers? There is little more left to give.
Your hand, is there anything I can do?
This wound is a physical thing and will fade with time. It was necessary. Some things may only be learned from sacrifice.
If I felt the loss of your hand, what would have happened if you had died?
I do not know. I fear that the consequences would have been more extreme.
More extreme? I felt like my hand was dipped in molten carbonite.
Then the sensation you would feel upon my death might be less than that, though much quicker.
Quicker? Would it have killed me?
Possibly, yes, and I fear it works both ways. I would not wish to test it, nor should you.
Then we'll work together and try to be careful until we can fix this.
When battle is upon us, I suspect our minds are prepared enough to shield each other from the pain. I think we shall not have a repeat incident of what happened at Paragus.
How could this bond have happened?
I confess its nature eludes me as well, but the bond is strong, and its roots run deep. It seems the force flows easily between us. When one of us manipulates the force to heal or strengthen ourselves, the other is aided as well.
You and Kreia possess the Force Chain special ability. When either of you uses a force power on yourself, the other gains the benefit as well. Oh. That's bad if I'm using the force body.
A powerful technique indeed, though, as we have noticed, it has its drawbacks.
Yeah, tell me about it. So what do we do now?
I do not know. The Sith struck more swiftly than I thought, and they will not stop until they have you in their grasp. If you fall, all the galaxy will echo it.
Is there any place where we can retreat to?
It does not matter where we go. It is not the destination that matters. It is the journey. All paths will take us to the end, whatever it may be, and no matter how strongly we fight against it. For now, we are bound for Telos, and that is enough.
Enough for what?
Before the war, Jedi who failed their training were sent to the fields of Telos to serve the galaxy, not as Jedi Knights, but as farmers and laborers. The destruction of Telos was complete. I doubt any Jedi remain. Yet there may be echoes of their passing. We shall see.
And if we find no trace of Jedi teachings on Telos to help us?
Then I am left with nothing more than we had already. My faith in you and your ability to meet what comes.
This is a lot to take in at once. I need to reflect on this.
I would see to that fool in the cockpit and remind him of our destination. I would not want him attempting to veer from Telos.
I'll crack his skull into the bulkhead if he tries.
Watch that one. His thoughts are slippery. I do not trust him, and nor should you. Such a man serves himself first and his allies next.
Light side gained.
If I were you, I would see to that fool in the cockpit.
I had other questions for you.
Ask, and I will answer.
So what do we do now?
I do not know. The Sith struck more swiftly than I thought, and they will not stop until they have you in their grasp. If you fall, All the galaxy will echo it.
I need to know more about the Sith hunting us.
These Sith, they seek the death of all Jedi, as have all the Sith, since the Jedi Order was first split.
There was another Jedi Civil War?
Yes, the Jedi Civil War is not the first one of its kind. Thousands of years ago, the Jedi had another civil war that split the Order. It was a terrible thing. A faction among the Jedi abandoned the teachings of the Order, following their own path. They waged war on their fellow Jedi, a war that raged across the galaxy. But these fallen Jedi were cast out, defeated, and they retreated to worlds in the Outer Rim. Over time, they took on the mantle of the Lords of the Sith, but in their hearts they never forgot the Jedi. The hatred for the Jedi Order burns in their veins like fire and echoes in their teachings. Revan tasted it, as Malak did.
But these Sith seem different.
In a manner of speaking, they are different from Malak in that they are concerned only with the destruction of the Jedi. For them, it is all that matters, all that ever mattered. It is a different war these Sith wage, a thing of silence and shadow. They strike from the darkness, hiding from the face of the galaxy until all Jedi are exterminated. After all the Jedi are gone, then the galaxy is theirs, no matter whether the Sith or the Republic rules. It is the dark side that shall reign, unchecked.
The Sith on Paragus knew some Force techniques, but they were extremely weak.
I believe them to be the result of special teachings. Their apparent weakness against you is evidence of this. Those Sith assassins can sense their prey through the Force. It is like a hunger. They feed and grow stronger when they are near Force sensitives. The stronger their prey is in the Force, the deadlier they become. As long as you were cut off from it, you were able to evade their sight. But after Paragus, I fear that you will be no longer shielded from their eyes, or the eyes of their masters. The stronger you grow, the more will come.
There were other questions I wish to ask you.
Ask, and I will answer.
When we were on Paragus, I could feel the Force again.
Indeed. And was it the same as before?
It was like a whisper at the edge of hearing.
If my suspicions are correct, perhaps the damage the Jedi Council did was not as permanent as they thought. It is not an easy thing to cut one off from the Force.
Wait, the Jedi did this to me?
What did you believe? That you suddenly lost your connection with the Force without reason?
But to cut one off from the Force, it's like losing all your senses at once.
Indeed it is. It is much like losing one's ability to listen or being put into a deep sleep, unable to awaken to the galaxy around you. Such a thing has been done before, when Jedi have pronounced sentence on their own and exiled them as they did you.
If the Jedi were not already gone and dead, I would end their lives for doing this to me.
It is possible that such a thing can be undone. Still, even so, the chances of the Jedi undoing such a thing for a traitor is a slim thing at best, assuming they yet live.
But you said it's possible. How?
Our link may have had other consequences. Perhaps you can hear the Force again, distantly, through me. If so, then there is hope. I may be able to teach you, train you to feel the Force again. And if you will not allow me to help you, then other Jedi must train you, or undo the damage they have done.
I will honor whatever training you wish to give me.
Do not honor me, fallen Jedi. Honor it by listening and learning. Do that, and perhaps we shall survive this thing, you and I. I offer to train you to become strong again, to know the ways of the Force, and to hear the Force sing within you as it once did.
I would welcome whatever aid you offer.
Then our training shall begin. Whenever I travel with you, I shall impart what I can to you through my words and presence.
Okay, I have more questions.